Let's do the weekly astrology for April 27th through May 3rd, 2025. This is a week that heralds a new moon. What are you inviting in, and what will be something that gives you more courage to tell the truth and worry less about what others might think? If you are still concerned about the opinions of those that do not hold your best interests at heart, it is time to shift out of fear and into a place of trust that not only are you not alone, but that you will find those with similar intent by being outspoken. It is time to come from a place that is reasonable, of sound mind, compassionate, and willing to let go of safety in favor of what will keep us aligned with our core self. This week, selling out is not an option, and that forceful intent is going to make everyone quite uncomfortable. I watch a world that seems as if it might lose its very soul, but I don't believe that. I believe that terrible events are meant to test our integrity and our truth. One must be willing to stand up and speak with the commanding voice of the divine that knows that for this world to survive, we will all have to find that voice, because it is the only way to find the path that will bring us back together. April 27th. The new moon is in Taurus. We start this week off with the deep, inward, penetrating perception of a new moon. We look to what will really matter in the long run. We see that we need to set some very strong intentions so that we can direct our desires in constructive and compassionate ways. The Taurus energy wants peace and tranquility. We long for a steady approach and a strong rudder in these stormy seas. This new moon interacts with Pluto and Mars both in a square to this moon. These forces will become that strong rudder because of their unified approach brings an intensity that is very powerful and real. The forces pulling on us are forceful and unyielding. What is clear is that we are about to hear a big boom. An explosion is about to rock our world that intends to force us to move beyond the heavy constrictions of fear and uncertainty, whether we like it or not. Disruptions to all structures are going to be severe and transformative. Recognize that all expansion is destructive by nature. We think enlightenment is about being happier and more content. If you think that, then you are still existing in your immature child's mind that also wants to believe in fairy tales. Life is much more complex and unpredictable, and life is going to teach us some hard lessons. When someone says that they want to become enlightened, I know that everything that they hold dear will need to crumble away. Everything that is untruth must be exposed as the instability created by the ego and the facade of pretense that the soul decided to believe. This new moon plans on eradicating everything that we had imagined to be true and expose it as lies that were so deep within and old that they had learned to hide and morph into what our mind needed in order to believe. Those that hold their mind in high regard and have placed so much power in their own sooty knowledge will have to realize that while they perfumed the mind's clothing with idealized illusions, now they will have to see that their clothing is in tatters and stinking from the smoke of hate and ego. Be careful that you do not mindlessly sit around this fire, because the smoke intends to choke your very soul. If you are sitting that close to the fire, be warned that this entire space is going to burn to the ground. April 30th, Venus moves into Aries. Venus has been putting us through our paces as it moved in and out of Aries. Today, she brings a new cycle. The feminine forces demand our attention and for us to listen. Venus demands that the beauty and love of the feminine be honored and respected. Her worth can no longer be ignored. Those aligned with her will feel as if finally their heart is unafraid, and deep within, they have a new sense of courage that does not require permission from others. May 2nd, Venus conjuncts Neptune. Venus in Aries and Neptune in Aries will conjunct, and that blends some wild energies in the warrior sign of Aries. There is fire burning everywhere, and we have a feeling where we need to express our desires and be heard. If we are not heard, then we are going to end up screaming. And if that does not work, we will burn the old reality to the ground, either metaphorically or literally. We need to be valued and loved for the gifts we offer and not put down for the incessant demands from the minds of egos of others. We have had enough. We are over being condescended to. We are over being made to feel responsible for the discomfort in others' lives when that is just what life is about. Life will always demand more of us when we least expect it. Life will throw at us one more thing just when we don't think we can handle one more thing. It is time to call that truth out to others, especially if they continue to demand for us to change, when it is them that need to learn more flexibility rather than pass the buck and blame others for their inability to adapt. This week is a powerful time of new beginnings. Passions and desires are strong, inhibitions fall away, and we are left with a doorway that requires us to claim our worth in order to step through. This is a week that, while it lacks nuance, it compensates by a burst of power that is profound and loud. Thanks, everyone.